Welcome everybody. Today's video finds us over here in Kathmandu, Nepal. And what we're going to take a look at is we're going to take a look at one of the 6 parts of the UNESCO World Heritage Site that's down here. We're going to look at the Kathmandu Durbar Square. This is kind of the old part of the city. It goes back to ancient times. Most of the stuff that is still built in here is fairly new compared to the antiquity of the city itself. A lot of it's been reconstructed after the earthquake in 2015 and just various different times. I wanted to do this one a little bit different. I've done the other 2 squares that are part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site, and I did them in the day. I want to do this one in the evening so we get to see the lights and stuff like that on the building. So let's look around here and let's see what we see tonight. Now this is the area here. This is coming in from the north. This is part of the old marketplace. There's just markets that crisscross the whole part of the old quarter of Kathmandu. And then this goes into the square right here. And you can see how cool the building looks. Now during the day you can go into the museum, which is a separate part of the pay ticket. The square itself is 1,000 rupees, and then I think the museum is like 350 rupees if you want to film and stuff like that. But what's cool is you can come over here, you can see temples and little shrines all over the place. You can see this is the Sari Tanavali Katarani Bawaleni temple, something like that. And this is like a Shiva temple over here. So the locals will just come over here at random, they'll stop and they'll pray. The religion is so integrated into the culture, so they'll just stop, burn some candles, pray, put their little flowers and stuff like that down. But what a cool little temple this is. And this is just, we're not even in the square yet. But how fantastic is that? Now when you come down here, they have checkpoints set up for you, pay them, get your ticket, and then there will be a lot of people that are just like local guides. You can hire them out and they can walk you through if you would like, if you want to know a little bit more information. Or you can just wander through at your own. They give you a little brochure, so it's okay to just do a self-guided tour also if that's what you want. And then they have food and shopping all around. Now during the daytime they'll have like kind of a flea market set up over here. So you can buy like some antiques and stuff like that if you want. Or just browse around. In the evening the locals come out here, they set up, they take pictures of the buildings. And you can see everything. It's quite cool. And it's so super busy. Like you can see right here, here's another little temple. Oh, this is really nice. You can see how it's painted up and it has a bell and everything over here. Yeah, you can see it has the bell here. It has the little figures. These are those like mythical bird lion things. I think that's what they are. And you can see they have the Ganesh and everything else up across the top. And I really like how they have those like kind of angle supports for the roof, and they carve the figures in them also as incense burning, and the people go right up there and they pray to the figure inside. They bring candles and do all of the things, and they have lions here kind of at the entrance to the temple. All right, so this goes into the square proper here. You can see they have little shrines and stuff over here. They have a kind of a building in the little tree that's kind of kilter off to the side. Hello. And then has a little chetty here. Oh, really quite cool. There's that building over there, and then this is the side of the old royal palace. And then you see the locals, they just come over here and they sit in the evening time, kind of relax and enjoy the evening when it's nice and cool. And then they do the same with all of these. Sounds like we got some music playing over here. All right, here we go. they're doing the Holy Holy, the Hare Krishna song. Oh, and then check this out. This shrine here is just jam-packed. You see they have the candles and the smoke and everything. And they have the lions over there. And then these guys are putting a little red dot on their heads. And they have that figure wrapped with the garlands and everything. Oh, that's really cool. And it has 3 little chetties up at the top. And then another pagoda. Now, I believe the Durban, the name of the square, I think that comes from like the Sanskrit, 2 words that mean like wooden pagoda, I believe. Now, they have 2 humongous drums in here. And they've been lit up on different occasions, so tonight it's not lit up. But what they do is they play these drums, they bang on them whenever they come here and they sacrifice an animal. They'll come up there, the holy guy will bang on those drums a bit. And then you have shrines inside of here, but they're locked up, only the Hindus can go in there. With the locals, they're just hanging out here. But what a great environment this is, huh? Oh, and then check this out over here, a humongous deity behind that wood lattice. You see here, this is stone, and then it has the wood up top. And it looks like there's some scaffolding over there. Has a deity in the base. But check this out. Oh, this is really quite cool. It has like a wood lattice back there, or in front of it, and then you can see the deity. Oh, that's pretty spectacular right there. It's kind of hard to see behind that lattice, but oh, that's really, really cool. And then you see the stone carvings over here. And then there are just tons of smoke billowing off of this right here. All right, let's look at this really quick. So over here, this is by the exit to where the Hindus come out from there. This is the part where you're not allowed to go in, but check out the stonework here. And then they have the deity right here. So the local Hindus come and they pray and touch their head to it, and they burn the candles. So all this is being restored. Oh, it's quite spectacular though. Yeah, you can't go back up in there. Yeah, you can see in there, there's the deity. So during the day, they have these all closed. And in the nighttime, they have them open so the locals can come through and pray. Hello. And there's just tons of people. You can see this is so popular. Yeah, this we'll walk over. There's a little street just south of here called Freak Street. And there's restaurants and stuff. And I'll show you that at the end of the video so you get kind of an idea of everything. And then check out the bell up there. And then down here, they do all the art painting and stuff like that. So this is like a school. And then they have a kind of a cool little courtyard here. Yeah, this is just like the local community around here. And then it has like their little stupa and their little shrines and stuff right here. Yeah, that's a little painting school back there also. So some of the traditional artists work in there, and you can go in there and buy their paintings and stuff like that. And then they have the knick-knack sales over here. Oh, what a great area though. And the people hanging out here. Yeah, during the day there will be people here, but it's not like this. In the evening it's like the best crowds. And I'll maybe put some footage in so you can kind of get a look at what it looks like in the daytime. This is a place that you'll definitely come through if you're in Kathmandu. I've been through this square probably 30 or more times already. Yeah, and you see the lions here. And then they have the 2 figures up there. Oh, it's really quite cool. And then you can see over there, this is like a government building. And then they're doing some remodeling over here also. Yeah, you can see a little bit of, I think this is the old royal palace here. And then more of the wooden buildings and stuff like that. And just another one of these huge pagodas, or stupas, whatever they call them. And then we got a couple of the white lions over here. And then the main part of the square. You can see the lions and then see some of the wood carving up here. And all these windows are closed. And this is never open, this is just closed up over here. And what I've seen of a lot of these temples here in Nepal is they have this humongous piece of wood, and they'll sit out in front. I don't know if it's tied into the old temple or what. And you can see the stamped metal here. And then they have more vendors over here and another little chetty. And then just check it, all the kids and families and stuff like that up there. And they have second stories here. Yeah. And this is the center of the square here, kind of on the southern part. So this is the old government building. It looks like they're remodeling this part over here. I've seen some workers over there doing some stuff, and I don't know if they've already finished this up or if they will in the future. But the locals come here. I don't know if it's like a really important building for them, because they'll stand here and they'll do all selfies and stuff like that with this building as the backdrop. And then you can see the local market, so they'll have all the antiques and stuff like that here. You can come over, they got the little lights. So they'll have the prayer beads and the jewelry and the singing bowls. Just whatever. You'll have the Gurkha knives, everything else. You can see she's got all of her little knickknacks and bells. These are the little singing bowls here. And then the Gurkha knives. And then these little Buddhist prayer wheels that they'll spin and say their prayers. And you can just see there's just so many people here in the square. And then right behind the square, they have the hotels and rooftop restaurants and stuff like that. Yeah, it'd be a great place to come have a dinner or a drink and hang out, listen to a little bit music or whatever you want, hang out with your friends and family. You can see all the more of the knickknacks, the masks and everything else. Yeah, and it's just kind of an open air flea market all through here. And you can see the presidential palace here with this wooden building over here. Oh, it's great. And thousands of people wandering around here. All right, so we've seen the square. Let's walk really quick down the little freak street over there so you can kind of get an idea of what it's like for dinner and everything. Yeah, so you can see the Hotel Sugat, a few other places here. The Vishram Cafe, Himalaya Cafe, Morris Cafe. Oh, that's kind of cool. What the locals will do is they'll also walk around with those, and they'll sell the cha. It's like a little tea, like a milk tea. And it'll be like 20 rupees for a little cup of it. It's fantastic. It's real similar to what we drank in India. It's a great little drink to get a little flavor in you. All right, so here is the Freak Street. And there's just little restaurants, all kinds of stuff all down the way here. So a popular place for the locals and for tourists to come. So I'll give you an idea. They'll have the Nepalese food, Indian food, quite a bit of Western stuff also. So you have the Friend Zone restaurant. So that's the address right there, is Basanapur Freak Street, Kathmandu. And you can get the caddy rolls and the buff chola and the chicken chola, whatever that is. I think it's made out of like buffalo, is what the buff is. And the Firefly Cafe. That's quite tall. Go up there, the 5th story up. And the Nepalese masks, everything else here. Freak cold store. You can get some booze in there. They'll have these little tiny restaurants, little tiny like convenience stores built into the bottom like this. They'll sell the food and you buy it and you take it away or whatever. They'll have butcher shops and stuff like that in a lot of places also. You got the Habili, whatever that is. Yeah, you can kind of see what this is like. So it's about 7 o'clock. This will start getting really busy here in a little bit whenever everybody comes over here for dinner. And you can see this is just keeps going. It goes across the little side roads here, restaurants, knick-knack places all through here. And of course you'll have the ever-present motorcycles. So you get a pretty good idea. You get to see the square here tonight and kind of what Freak Street looks like. Yeah, great place. I'd say definitely come over here if you get a chance. Well, that'll finish up our video over here at this Durbar Square in Kathmandu. This is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's one of the 6 here. There's 3 of the squares and then 3 really famous temples that make up the UNESCO World Heritage Sites here in the Kathmandu Valley. This is fantastic. I really like it. I did this one at nighttime so you can kind of see, and I'll probably pin a comment to one or the other of the squares that you can also go and visit. This is a pay site. It's 1,000 rupees when you come, and but then like the Freak Street stuff like that, this is all free, so you can come down here and walk and kind of spend your own time however you want to do it. I would definitely recommend it if you get a chance, come and do it. And then plus the areas that are all around it are quite cool to see. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and you get to see some more videos like this. And leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. If you've been here or if you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. And until next time, from over here in Kathmandu, remember, life is a journey. Until next time, enjoy.